Did you hear it? The US government admitted that aliens exist. Not only that they have alien spaceships, no, they also have alien people on stock, and they even interviewed them for years. I wonder which language they spoke. Obviously English. American English. Now this is a perfect example for my last two videos. You lied to me for decades. So why should I believe you now? Does it have any impact on my life? No. So I don't care. Leave me alone. Was that the topic? No. Let's talk about the important things. Camino gear. By the way, I told you that next week I'm going to shoot the interview with Sylvia, and therefore I'm a little practicing. So today I'm shooting with two cameras. On my right hand side, Sony ZV-1 with a Viltrox 16mm 1.8 at 2.8, and on my left side, Sony A7C with Tamron 20-40 2.8. And as you might see, I am actually currently at the moment recording with a condenser mic directly into DaVinci Resolve, and later I'm gonna put it all in, synchronize it. Never did that before, I'm scared. Anyway, Camino gear. What did I have with me? I don't show you every single item because I did that before. So it's just a brief list. Of course, I had my backpack, Deuter ACT 40 plus 10. My sleeping bag, C2 Summit Traveler Tree. Both of them I bought 10 years ago. They're still in excellent condition. Backpack a little worn out. Sleeping bag. I washed it last year. Awesome. Shoes. You know, I had the Mindel Houston Mid in GTX. Waterproof. Was awful. The shoes were amazing. Very comfy, waterproof, no bruises, no blisters, nothing. But they disintegrated. Now, the 2 years before, I was walking with my Mindel Journey Mid GTX. And after two Caminos, they kind of, let's say, disintegrated. After two Caminos. But the Houston Mid GTX, they didn't even endure one Camino. Because my older shoes, they were mostly leather and only parts of it was mesh. And the Mindels, the Houstons, were mostly mesh and a little part of that was leather. And especially the places where the shoes bend here was mesh. And after, I don't know when it happened, after 3 weeks, where the shoe was bending, the mesh disintegrated and I got holes. And when I arrived in Santiago, I had 2 holes on every shoe, on every side. The shoes are perfect maybe for a nice weekend hike or for walking the dog. Awesome. I can recommend them. For the Camino, no. And yeah, I brought them back to my local outfitter. I told him the story. There was no discussion. I got a refund. Anyway, apart from hiking boots, you also need sneakers. I had a pair of lightweight sneakers from Skechers, you know, those kind with memory foam and mesh. Very lightweight. Amazing. I bought them at TJ Maxx, where I buy most of my hiking gear. Was very cheap, about 25 euros. Was amazing. And I highly recommend to buy lightweight shoes for after you arrive at the albergue for running into town. Very relaxing for your feet. Don't walk with your hiking boots if you don't have to. And of course, a pair of flip-flops for, when it's warm outside or when you have to go into the nasty shower. I had with me 2 pair of zip-off pants, whereas one of them refused to exist after 1 week because, you know, I fell over Renata's hiking poles and they got ripped. The zippers were destroyed and I threw them in the bin. So for the last 4 weeks, I walked only with 1 pair of pants, but was not much of a deal because whenever I got to a place with washer and drying service, gave them away for washing, and the next morning I had a pair of clean pants. Was amazing. Of course, I had a pair of light, let's say, jogging pants or sports pants, you know, very lightweight. So I didn't have to hang out with my undies. Anyway, 4 t-shirts. Not cheap t-shirts like from Aldi or Lidl. Good t-shirts. Puma, Under Armour, Skechers, whatever. But as I told you, I buy them at TJ Maxx. Max 20 or 25 euros a t-shirt. Well, that's fine. 4 pair of, how do you call it, undies, shorts, you know? 4 pair of socks. But not expensive socks, not high quality socks like Falke or whatever. I bought socks from Amazon, I think 2 pair, 15 euros. Was amazing. 3 pair of them I had to throw away because there were holes, but was already the second Camino. So for 1 Camino, perfect. Second Camino, they most probably die. Anyway, my merino hoodie was funny. I found out that after I arrived at Santiago that I never washed it and I wore it almost every day. Means that I was wearing my hoodie 5 weeks without washing. That's kind of disgusting. The problem is, as I told you before, I cannot smell anything due to a surgery. And, you know, I asked Sylvia, when you find out that I start smelling funny, you have to tell me, because I don't know. But anyway, she said everything's fine. So, was fine with me. I always have to check my levels of the microphone. I'm not confident about that. It's the first time for me. Anyway, maybe it didn't smell because it was merino, but I didn't wash it. 5 weeks. Was awesome. Now, I had a cheap rain jacket. I bought it some years ago in Astorga. I don't know, I paid 90 euros, something. A pair of very cheap rain pants, 20 euros at TJ Maxx. Sufficient, even in heavy rain. And yeah, what else do you need? I think the entire discussion about what is the best Camino gear, what do you have to buy, and sorry, absolutely overrated. Don't think too much. You know, I walked most of the part of the Camino with only one pair of pants. It works. And 3 of my 4 pairs of socks I dropped into the bin. You don't need much, and you do not need expensive gear. By the way, a friend of mine gave me something awesome that I didn't have on the Camino with me because she gave it only last week. And this is amazing. It is a foldable cup or a mug, whatever. You can get that in several sizes. It's a little small, but it's amazing. I love that. If you don't need it, fold it. You cannot think about everything. Anyway, the only and most important thing that I want to tell you is do not think too much and do not spend too much money on your Camino gear. Save the money and go for dinner and buy some drinks. You don't need hiking pants for 100 euros or more, or rain jacket for 300 euros, or whatever. It's not necessary. So, of course, I took a lot of camera gear with me. That's a different topic. But for hiking, you don't need much. And whenever you find out there's something that you definitely need, you can buy it on the way. This being said, next time, together with Sylvia, will be big fun. So far, stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned. Buon Camino.